Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be jumping back into Kabam's King Arthur Legends Rise. We're going to take a look at the different dungeons. We're also going to take a look at Arena. But first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump into this. But first, really quick before I do, because I always forget to mention this stuff, all the links to my social media are in the description below, so definitely check it out. My link to Discord is down there as well. Definitely join us on Discord. We're building up the community there. Come talk to us about the game, ask questions, and just be part of the community. All right, so first, let's go ahead and jump into dungeons first. There are a bunch of different dungeons in this game. You're probably pretty familiar with other games you may have played that has resource dungeons that you go and you grind so you can get the different materials that you need. So right now you can see we have these three different categories. It looks like we have room for another 3 or 4 categories here to the right. But right now, this is what we have. Now, I was going to launch this last week. I'm glad that I didn't because I progressed a little bit further in the game, completed Chapter 9 main, and it unlocked a new dungeon. So right now we have this first one, Gorgos. This dungeon here allows you to farm materials that will help you level up and advance your characters. Then we have this one here, Aldery. This dungeon allows you to farm materials that's going to allow you to level up and advance your weapons. Then we also have this one here, Penvide? I don't know. But you can only farm him twice a day for gold and experience. And then this is the newest one, Tarask. This one unlocked after I completed main Chapter 9, and this allows you to farm materials to level up the world trees. And that allows you to add additional stats to the different elements of the game, like fire, frost, things like that. So that's pretty cool. Don't have a whole lot of experience with that yet because I just unlocked it. The next dungeons that we have are equipment dungeons, and we only have access to one with this one right here. And as you can see, it allows us to farm speed, health, attack, and crit gear. So doing a lot of farming there. I'm sure there's a ton of different sets in the game, so we're going to see a lot more dungeons here for farming equipment, but this is all that we have access to right now. And then we have the Talisman dungeon here. Now this allows you to farm specific materials on specific days of the week. So like for me, I'm really heavy into Chaos, which only unlocks on Fridays. But then on, I believe it's Sundays, all of these dungeons are available to you, so you can farm whatever you need at that time. So, but this allows you, these talismans allows you to farm resources to upgrade your passive abilities. So there's lots of different ways to progress and level up and advance your characters, your weapons, your skills. So very cool stuff there. Definitely keeps you busy. Other than that, that's all we have for dungeons. Arena now, one thing that I wanted to share about Arena is they do something just a little bit different that I haven't seen. PvP is PvP, but we have Field Duel here. That's the only PvP that we currently have. But when we were in beta at the end of not January, but at the end of November last year and into December, there was a real-time PvP here. You couldn't do anything with it, but it said real-time PvP. Or whatever it said at the time. It did say real time, though. So, very interested. Not available here, but it seems like that's going to be a game mode that they bring to the game. Really looking forward to that. I think when it comes to real-time PvP, that can be a little bit sticky, only because I've seen it done really, really bad, and I've seen it done okay. I've never seen it done very, very well. But if you've played a game that does real-time PvP really well, definitely let me know, because I'd like to check it out. But at least we know we're going to have at least 2 different game modes when it comes to PvP. Now, this Field Duel is your typical PvP. You set up your attack team and your defense team, and then you go, you choose your opponent, and you battle. Typical game mode that you've seen, the gameplay and stuff like that. But something different about the defensive teams. So as you can see over here on the right, you can see the list of teams, but you can see this hidden icon on each one of them. You can go in here, and in your defensive team, you can hide your heroes. And I guess kind of really what that allows you to do is kind of hide the strategy behind your defensive team. And maybe somebody thinks that they're going to be able to take out your team just based on the 2 or 3 different heroes that they see, but maybe you got some uber dude back there, some uber character back there that is going to just wipe them out. And it's a complete surprise and messes up their strategy. I think it's kind of cool. I haven't seen that before done in a game. But then you just go in here, you choose your opponent, boom. Yep, that's what I want to do. And then you go ahead and duel. I'm going to put it on auto. I'm probably going to lose. One thing that I have noticed in here, you definitely don't want to auto typically in arena unless you just completely overpower the team. But I think the matchmaking in here is done pretty well because you really need to get in there and take your team and whatever strategy you're employing, definitely employ it. Do your skips and things like that so you can build up your vigor, so you can have the amount of vigor you need for the different skills that you need to pull off. It definitely is not an auto battle arena. You definitely need to be engaged there. So there you go, everybody. That's what I had for you. We've got some cool dungeons. We've got some arena. Again, with these videos, I really just want to show you what's available in the game right now. We'll get into strategy and stuff a little bit later on. We're only 2 weeks into beta right now. So with 2 weeks into beta and launch supposed to be second half of this year, hopefully that stays that way. There's going to be a lot of things change between now and then, and characters that we think are good now or strategies we think that are good now are not necessarily going to be good for global launch, but we'll see. All right, everybody, that is what I had for you. Very interested in your thoughts. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.